One, we await your orders. You need but to ask it of us, and it shall be done.
The most enjoyable thing now might be taking over the world.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another Stone-Faced Reactions. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we're here to watch some Overlord, where last time we finally got through the whole lizard arc. Cocytus went ahead and beat up some lizard men, and then they got revived, and now they're back in charge, and we will never see them again. What was the point of the whole arc? Well, I guess maybe just getting Cocytus some screen time, really.
We'll see them
And
again.
also throwing huge blocks at lizards.
We'll see them again.
Okay. And now we're going into... I think this starts off the arc for the entire rest of the season. Like, this isn't like two separate arcs, right?
Now, in episode 8, starts the arc for the rest of the season.
Episode 6.
Is that what I said, or is that what I meant? Perhaps in episode 8 starts the arc for the rest of the season.
Maybe. But yeah, no, that was sort of like the open question. I'm pretty sure this is one continuous plot. It doesn't like break halfway through the rest of the season. I think everything kind of leads into itself from here, right?
How many episodes are there in the season, Griff?
There are 13 total.
There are there, okay. So tell me, at what point would this have to break for it to break halfway through the season?
You know what I mean, man? It's one plot from here on out.
I doubt that. The show
Okay.
never operates on just one plot. It's probably going to be several plots.
But this is where the primary one starts and continues to the end, right?
And to answer your previous question, halfway through this episode would be the answer.
But yeah, so it's going to pick up with Sivas, who has some stuff going on, demonstrates himself not to be a jerk, which is great, and I think maybe gets me to positively like him. That's what I kind of remember from watching this series.
What I appreciate most
He goes
is
out and
that
does good things, and does them regardless of whatever his orders
all
were.
of these questions you're asking we answered at the end of last episode.
I know, so we gotta cover it now. We're in the intro of this one, right?
Well, preferably we'd be creative enough to come up with different things to talk about. So that, say, someone was
Creative,
watching
me.
these all back to back.
Well,
Stop
this-
force choking me, Griff.
This is the last time that you've shown your insolence to me. Oh, I can't do it. It's just too much in the way.
Yeah, I can't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, I was mocking you. So that the last thing that they saw, if they were, God damn, my brain, no oxygen. If they were to watch these all back to back, they wouldn't end one episode and start the next one with us for some reason, despite us probably wearing the same clothes at the time, saying the same thing.
Well, what everyone else here doesn't realize is obviously we got a week in between. Sometimes we just don't remember what we said, but I guess then, hey Theta, what do you have to say?
I have proof that I at least do laundry.
Cool. I guess let's just watch the episode then.
Look, man, not everything is going to be lizards in their male-oriented societies.
I swear if we start this back up, I'll just take off the headphones.
当魔術師組合へようこそいらっしゃいました。
いつものリストを見せていただけますか。
かしこまりました、セバス様。
Yes, magician, the name for what is he looking for?
このフローティングボードという魔法の詳しい説明を聞かせてもらえますか。
Oh, he's actually trying to learn their local
フローティン
magic.
グボードは浮遊する半透明の板を
Or
作り
comparing
出
it
す
against the magic that's already
大魔
known.
法です。基
Mhm.
本的には運搬用の魔法で土木工事などで使われます。
なるほど。ではこの魔法のスクロールを 1本売ってもらいましょう。
ありがとうございます。それでは金貨1枚と銀貨10枚を頂戴します。
I mean, not bad.
Fair, they're doing a lot of construction, so that actually is a pretty useful choice just on a random level.
シャドウデーモン、ソルシャンに伝えてください。街の様子を見て回るので。
Someone walking up the steps. Sorry, what? Were you talking to me?
さて、今日はあちらに行きますか。
Just choosing a random place to explore. Right now, he just has pure dilettante vibes. I got nothing better to do but be rich and walk down the back alleyway.
Well, I mean, he's got a title of nobility apparently, so why not?
シャドウデーモン、行け。
I mean, it does speak to the quality of life in the city or town. That the plan was I'm going to throw trash in the middle of the street and no one's ever going to mess with it.
Not only that, but to be so bold and going, well, we have what is a dead person, and I'm going to throw them 5 feet away from my door, and no one will connect the dots.
Well, I mean, it's more so the level of non-investigation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because the plan is to say, oh, they're a drug addict and everything like that, right? So clearly they would have died from that. But they didn't tie themselves into the bag. So...
But this will become the primary plot of the episode, if I recall.
Well, the rehabilitation will become the primary plot. I don't know that the she belongs to us, so now that she's better, you have to pay us thing. I think that might be next episode.
Right, once they finally figure it out. And then this scene happens.
Well, because everything takes at least twice as long as we remember it taking. So things that we recall being like 1 episode long turn out to be 2 or 3 episodes.
Oh, that also happens at the end of the season.
Yep, as far as we know, 3rd worst opening. I hear there's a 4th season, so maybe your bottom seat can be overturned, Griff.
あなたは困っているのですか？もしそうであるのなら。
おい、ジジイ、どこから湧いて出やがった？
It was like 10 feet away from your door when you threw out.
離せ、このジジイ！
彼女は何ですか？
It's much less a feat of strength and more of an annoyance. Due to the height difference, you have to lift your arms so far up.
Yeah.
では彼女をこれからどうされるのですか？
病気だから死んでんね。
ならば私が連れて行っても問題はないでしょう。
それは法律上俺
There's the line.
そいつを連れて行ったら誘拐になるぞ。
Right, but it's not from the other person who hasn't appeared yet.
厄介ごとを抱え込んでいいのかよ。
なるほど。助けてほしいですか？助けてほしいですか？
I kind of forgot that she had all her teeth busted out.
己のもとに救いが来ることを祈るだけのものを助ける気はしません。ですが、己で生きようとあがくものであれば、恐怖を忘れておやすみなさい。あなたはこの私の庇護下に入ります。
嘘だ。何も言ってねえじゃねえか。
嘘ですか。あなたはこの私があなたごときに嘘をついたと言いたいのですか。
いや。
では 彼女は連れて行きます。
Well, it would have been easier if he'd, like, dropped some gold pieces or something. Then, like, everything in the future might not have come to pass.
そいつを連れて行かれると厄介なことになんだ。な、
Quite possible being involved in the criminal organization that he is, that even if he came back with money to maybe try to appease people, it still wouldn't work. Just because people are bastards.
だから
I mean, why wouldn't it work? He was literally throwing her away anyway.
してくれ。
He literally earned something from nothing.
彼女は連れて行きます。
勘弁してくれ。俺が殺されちまう。
誰かが困っていたら助けるのは当たり前。
Ah, there's the voice of the previous people.
発金か。
Oh, wait, there are the coins.
その金で冒険
Yeah, obviously he runs away with them or something.
それだけあれば十分国外まで逃げられるでしょう。
Yeah, because he says it.
あなたが全力で逃げれば多少の時間稼ぎにはなるはず。
お帰りなさいませ、セバス様。それは一体。
拾いました。
そうですか。私へのお土産とも思いませんが、それをどうされるのですか？
そうですね。まずは彼女の傷を癒していただけますか。
傷ですか。ならば神殿に置いてくればよかったのでは？
でしたね。私としたことがそれに気づかないとは。
I think you've forgotten the rank structure around here.
Love the sass. Like, did you really think I'm that stupid?
活用する手段を考えるべきでしょう。まずは肉体の健康状態を調べていただけますか。
かしこまりました。では早速。
あとは任せます。
かしこまりました。
Well, let me go behind your back for a
愚
second.
かな行為です。
Some of your bosses might want to hear about this.
当たり前。私を生み出された思考の恩方タッチミー様はいつもそう言っておられ
Also, imagine going online and having your name be Touch Me.
私も同じようにしてしまうのでしょうか。これは呪い。
Well, if that's the response that you want to get from people, well, you know, it's exactly the name you should.
どうでしたか。
梅毒にあと2種類の性病、肋骨の数本および指にひび、右腕と左足の腱は切断されています。前歯の上下は抜かれています。劣行もありました。何らかの薬物中毒になっている可能性があります。他にも内見や
Yet somehow I'm just thinking in my brain, this is still not as bad as Made in Abyss.
ペストーニャ様をお呼びして治癒の魔法を行使していただいた方がよろしいのでは？
ソリュシャン、あなたは治癒系のスクロールを所持していますね。
I don't know, there's been nobody in Made in Abyss who's suffered that
セバ
badly.
様、スクロールは思考の恩方々が私たちに与えてくださったもの。
Even MIDI turned into an immortal thing that has no intelligence.
かしこまりました。
There was the hand poison.
そう。あのような行為が
Right, which would have killed her a lot faster than whatever this woman's going through.
では治療が終わったらお湯を沸かして彼女の体を拭いてもらいますか。私は食事を買ってきます。
セバス様、精神の傷も癒すのであればアインズ様をお呼びするのが一番だと思われますが。
アインズ様に来ていただくほどのことはありません。
I mean, the equivalent of being a bunch of fanatics and saying, look, this isn't a matter we need to bring God into.
Ah, you beat me to that one.
セバス様が戻ってくる前にまずは食べてしまうとしますか。
Yes, I'm going to leave the man-eating monster in the room with the person who's completely helpless.
完全に癒えたとは思いますが、体の状態はどうですか。お腹が減っていませんか。食事を持ってきましたよ。どうぞ。
I mean, that's also a threat of this world. That you could be beaten to near death and have mental tortures inflicted upon you. And then healed right back again. With the,
Oh, I'm fine. Yeah.
with the threat that you could just do it again.
ここにいれば何も危ないことはありません。この私が保証します。目を覚ましてもこのベッドの上にいますよ。
ありがとうございます。
お気にされずに、私が拾い上げたからにはあなたの身の安全はできる限り保証しましょう。
Yep, that is
もう大丈夫です。
the correct question to ask.
もう大丈夫です。
Well, because we already know what the society is that she lives in.
Mm-hmm. Which is not great and also big criminal underground.
気にしないでください。女性に胸を貸したというのは男にとって名誉なことですよ。
お借りする
I mean, yeah, sir. From the other person's perspective, not these two. This is a really weird scenario.
特に涙を
Like, hey, didn't I just eat a coach driver the other day?
さあ、ゆっくり休んでください。起きたら今後についていろいろ。
Yeah, from the people of Nazareth, it's like, hold up a second. I thought we were just kind of trying to rule the world, right?
Well, most of them hate humans.
Mm-hmm.
どこか頼れるところは？
Which, I mean,
そうです。
very confusing that most of them look like humans.
では
So,
そうですね。お名前を
like,
聞かせ
hey,
てもらえ
we all
ます
hate
か？
humans, right? Seb is there. He looks pretty human, doesn't he?
I guess to be fair, looking like other people has not prevented others from hating each other anyway, or looking down on them.
Right, but if you're a tomb full of undead, and like you're third in command, it just fucking looks human. I mean, Sebas could be human. We don't know that
So-
he's not.
So, I think something that I've forgotten, like, since the last time I watched it, was, like, just the context of, like, why he's doing this, which is trying to emulate his creator, right? Touch Me Sama.
Yeah, you literally already said that.
Yeah, I know. And I think with that additional context, like, I want to look for that more in the other characters as well and see how much they're trying to think about their creators or emulate them, or maybe even try to not be like them.
Well, you already saw that in the last season. Remember the step bracelet with the creator's voice in it?
Yeah.
しばらく様子を見てもらいたいですね。よろしいですね、ソルシャン。
He doesn't like it.
不能な新作の一端、新戦すべてを認識し知覚する。
Flashback.
この二つの武器を合わせしは。
Yeah, because we got a bunch of other characters to catch up on.
We gotta start setting up for the finale now. We only have 8 more episodes.
Now, this is all building up to what happens next season. There's, the payoff you're gonna get from this has nothing to do with Nazareth.
Mhm.
In this season, I mean.
That's right, all your hard work and effort means meaningless in the face of high-level characters.
That's a lesson you learned from SAO. That's the bridge scene in SAO.
Oh gosh, it sure is.
Numbers are cruel, I believe was the lesson. Implicit statement. He's
Oh, right.
married. Didn't realize he was married. Never comes up. Got a wedding band.
お前に会ったのは俺がかろうじて価値はしたが剣を取ってから今日まであれほどの接戦はない。
And now they're just literally flashbacking to last season.
アングラスブレインアングラウスか
No, I'm his brother.
ストロノ
Why'd you say my last name first?
アングラウス
And then assume I was somebody else anyway.
フなあ俺たちは強いのかストロノフ俺たちは弱いんだ
Here we go. The existential crisis.
Not really, though.
劣等人種である
Another isekai lesson. No game, no life. Being weak makes you strong.
知っていることではないかオーガやジャイアントと比べて何になる高みはあるだからこそ努力するのではないか
違うそういうレ
I
ベル
mean,
じ
you
ゃない
didn't even punch the table hard enough to spill your drink.
本当の高みには努力などしても
A week.
手が届かないんだ人間という種族では決して届かないそれが高みの正体だ
それほどのものを見たか
見た知った人間では決してたどり着けない頂をいや俺が見たのは高みですらないあまりにも実力が足りていなかった
I feel like a
お遊びだった
sleight of hand magician could have rocked to this guy. Imagine having like a little iron rod behind your finger, and you blocked his sword swing. Like, oh my god.
Never seen a card trick so powerful.
Well, I just mean that's all she did, right? She stopped his sword with her finger nail. Imagine if she had just had an iron rod behind her finger.
そして飯を
Like, oh my god. She has the power of the deities.
Ooh, assassins and magic.
Yeah, that's not something we had since. Oh, right, the first season.
ああ、見ていたから知っている。私は次の場所へ移動する。できる限り偉そうなやつを捕らえないといけないからな。こっちもこれから襲撃に移る。他の二人は出番がないからって遊んでたりしてない。
See, I remember the mask girl. I don't remember these two.
村の近くで非常時に備えて潜伏中だ。
Yeah, they are new now.
私は行く。そっちも予定通り
No, I'm
進めて
talking about in hindsight. I don't remember them from across seasons.
こんなことを続けても時間稼ぎにしかならない。どこかで逆転する一撃を打てないならこれも取ろう。
What would Naruto say about this?
Believe it.
I'm sorry, what would Naruto say to this beyond season 2?
盛大に燃えてやがるな
I fight for my friends.
I think you're getting it confused with Tron.
黒粉の元になる草を燃え
Really, I was thinking Fire Emblem.
火だけじゃなく
I
煙に
fight
巻
for
かれ
the
てもや
user.
ばいだろうしな。んでここ以外も焼きに行くんだろ。
ええ、もちろん撃てる手は撃っておかないと。黒粉がこのまま王国中に広まるのだけは絶対に食い止めないといけないわ。
Yeah, I gotta keep that rust from
行っている拠点がこれ以外にも
where the mushroom keeper's at.
本当に八本指はでかい組織だな。
そうね、ガガーラン。裏組織としては最大規模。国を蝕むレベルだから。
予定通り終了した。鬼リーダー。証拠も残していない。鬼ボス。
You're saved on animation by just animating the same person twice and coloring the.
Just copy paste?
Yeah, just color the scarves different.
あとはイビルアイに期待か。
帰ったぞ。
お帰りなさい、イビルアイ。
ああ。おい、ラッキュース。受け取れ。
何かしら。
暗号か。
おそらくな。
八本指の手がかりになるかもしれないわね。
I think that's probably the first look at like high-level adventures we've really had this series, haven't we?
Directly, sure.
Yeah.
Considering that we've had the implication of higher level adventures. No! We had the dragon and the old woman.
I suppose.
The old woman was a former high-ranked adventurer.
They didn't quite do anything that seemed impressive or have anything impressive on them. I guess other than being a dragon.
Well, neither did these two. They just stabbed two people in the throat and set a fire.
Yeah, they had some cool magic weapons.
Yeah, but they didn't do anything. Owning
They're
stuff...
designed to be important, I guess.
Griff, owning stuff is not an activity.
That's not what some people will say.
じゃあその話私が代わりに受けたいわ。
なんだコッコドール。落ち目のお前に払えるのか。
大丈夫よゼンロ。黄金の姫のおかげで奴隷売買が
Always gotta be one in every anime.
蓄えはちゃんとあるもんな。
ほう、それほどの厄介事ということか。よかろう。
すまないわね。
He's gonna be the first one to die.
過剰な戦力を準備することになるとは思うんだけど、あそこのお店を潰されると困っちゃうのよ。
大船に乗った気持ちでいるといい。俺たち6腕がお前の財産の安全を保証。
With 6 arms and 8 fingers. Which must mean a couple of hands have 2 extra fingers.
Let's see. So if we have 8 arms and each of them has 16 fingers, that's what, 48 fingers total?
Well, no, you would have... God, what was it, 6 hands? You'd have 6 hands. Each of them has 1 finger, and a couple of them have 1 extra finger.
But wait, what if there's only 6 fingers total?
No, it's 8 fingers.
Oh, right. No, I guess, yeah, there's plenty to go around then.
6 arms, which implies 6 hands, which also only has 8 fingers. So you have 6 hands, each with 6 each one only has 1 finger, and then you have 2 fingers left over to put on whichever ones of the hands you want.
We are assembling our organized crime organization monster.
Fingers? Assemble.
Are any of those fingers burning fingers, perhaps?
No. Because it changes to something else at the end of the series. Because, you know, once he becomes the King of Hearts, it's a whole other thing.
Yeah. So, like Overlord, it's a little slow, of course.
What is?
We did get at least the setup.
What is?
Oh, let's do less next time first.
Let's see, you can think of something.
力を持たないラナーが頼れるのは彼女に忠誠を誓う兵士クライムアダマンタイト級冒険者チーム青のバラの裏社会を
Oh, there we go. They named them.
民を守る最強の冒険者たちが第7話青のバラ餌食となるのはいつの世も弱者だ
Alright, so, what is?
The show is slow. It's slow to go through its plot points and have things happen. We did spend a lot of time going through, spending extra time with our healing and recovery of the girl, and of course just setting up literally everything else. We didn't go very far this episode, did
But which show?
Overlord.
So, like Overlord, Overlord is slow.
Like we've mentioned about Overlord before, the show is still has a glacial pace.
Look, I had to wait 5 minutes to bring up the fact you said, like Overlord, the show is slow.
Don't you dare call me out on being terrible at making sentences, I swear.
I have to.
I'll do absolutely nothing about it.
There was nothing else going on. I had one opportunity, one chance to flow. This opportunity only comes once in a lifetime. Mom spaghetti.
So, do you have any thoughts or opinions about the episode right now?
Yes.
Alright, do you want to share them?
I mean, it's the start of this arc, I guess. Because we still have the betrayal, we have the training, we have the assault on the fortress, underground thing. The assault on the underground thing. We have the assault on the mansion. I guess reveal that the princess is a monster. by that I mean human monster, not
Yeah.
monster. I want to say the induction into Nazarick is this season. That might be next season.
I think it's next season.
I think that's everything.
Which will be the stuff that I haven't seen at that point.
Well, then how do you know what happens next season? You haven't seen it.
Because I know I haven't seen it. So if I haven't seen it, then it must happen at a point that I haven't seen.
Right, but I've said it in the most vaguest of terms, so you have no idea what I'm referring to.
Exactly, because I don't know, I can assume it's something I don't know.
How can you assume you don't know something that you don't know if you don't know it?
To get on to another topic real quick.
What are you,
I think
Socrates?
I know that I don't know, but you seem to know a whole lot about Overlord. Why don't you tell me about it? So I think the two things that I'm taking away right now, at least about our criminal organization, hand fingers, arms.
Hand Fingers is my favorite organization. Don't the Ninja Turtles fight them?
Oh, maybe. We're gonna see Splinter later on. The interesting thing I see about them is both their scale and the level of pettiness that they stoop to. Like, obviously, as sort of almost caricature villains, they go, well, I lost exactly one person, and that threatens the one location that I care about, and that could cost me money. So I'm going to send an excessive amount of force to go ahead and brutalize whoever is threatening me.
That's not what happens.
No, they literally said, I may as well go ahead and use an excessive amount of force to go ahead and secure my position because I feel like I'm in danger.
Yeah, because they burned their fields down.
They were talking specifically about the girl in that instance. That was the person with, like, the effeminate face.
No. Their fields are like their drug source. That's what they were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm talking explicitly with the foreknowledge that we both should already have. Because they don't send an excessive force about the girl. They sent a guy to, like, shake people down for money. So, the thing that they respond with excessive force over is the burning of the fields. So if they were talking about excessive force, that's what they were talking about.
Right, which goes into the next thing that I'm just paying attention to, which is their scale of operations. Which, that was like a whole village, basically.
Their scale is the entire country. Mm-hmm. That's why there's
they mentioned, like, they have the power to topple a country. And it's interesting to see that because also the instances that we get of that are, like, highly discreet. Which have to be for story purposes.
Because they're like Shadow Cabinet. They control all the vices of the country, which then puts them in control of the people who need those vices vis-a-vis the rulers of the country.
Right. So we know that, at least via this episode, just by the bare little that they've seen, at least they've set up the scale properly to what they're saying it is, I think. So I think it's interesting to see, and it's also interesting to see that, in the next time they say, well, the solution to this is obviously to send a group of adventurers.
Well, I mean, we already know that's going to be Brian, and, Brian isn't his name. Ungulus is his last name. Brain Ungulus is his full name.
Okay.
The other guy from the first episode, whose name I can't remember. Well, he's like the best warrior of the kingdom.
Mm-hmm. But it also does kind of put in perspective a group of high-level adventurers, quote, probably can handle something on the size of a kingdom.
No. Do you remember they're only taking on, like, one branch of the underground group?
Yeah.
And they're only after, like, a certain goal. They're not like, let's take them all down.
Mm-hmm. There's going to be a moment later which will give me a little bit of a giggle.
You better.
Which is, if there's this, imagine you are having a campaign and the problem you're dealing with escalates further and further, and then someone else comes in and solves the problem.
That happens all the time. I have a number of second edition. I had a number of second edition modules, which were all based around racing another adventuring party to the goal.
Right. Here, I'm foreshadowing what Ainz and crew is going to get up to, I think. Which is stealing all the glory.
I mean, that's the entire basis of his adventurer persona.
Which is to get that glory, yeah. So he's going to succeed at it. And this is the start of it. So I think that's all I have on my brain, at least on the topic. Is there anything else that is on your mind before we end?
Well, I guess if those two guys had been more effective at shaking down the local restaurants and such, they really could have resold all the land and the ward, and none of the action probably would have happened at all. So those two guys' failure at the beginning of the season really are the cause of everything that happened.
The domino effect of just two slightly incompetent minions. There we go.
I mean, I know it's a joke me bringing it up, but it's really true if you think about it. Because if those two guys had succeeded, none of the other problems would have escalated to what had happened by the end.
So that's our signal. Go watch Tokyo 24th Ward, everyone. Meanwhile, that's going to be it for today. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and this has been Stoneface Reactions, and we'll catch you next time. See you around, everyone. Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below, and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?